Over the past several months, something has changed. Layoffs have accelerated fast, not slowly, not gradually, fast. And it's happening across multiple countries at the same time. The reason is simple. Artificial intelligence has moved from experimentation into deployment. At the same time, governments have stopped bailing out companies the way they did during the pandemic years. And once that safety net disappeared, companies were forced to operate on pure efficiency again. That combination changed everything. In the past 6 months alone, Amazon has laid off approximately 30,000 corporate employees. These cuts included Amazon Web Services, Prime Video, and Human Resources, which means corporate staff, recruiters, program managers, product roles, and even some engineers. Not just low-level positions, not just one department, across the entire organization. And this is happening while Amazon continues generating hundreds of billions of dollars in annual revenue. So this is not a company in trouble. This is a company recalibrating. Microsoft followed a similar path. Over the past year, Microsoft has cut roughly 15,000 to 17,000 roles globally. At the same time, it has committed tens of billions of dollars toward artificial intelligence infrastructure. Meta has reduced headcount by roughly 5,000 employees. Google has cut between 5,000 and 7,000 roles through layoffs, buyouts, and attrition. Shopify, one of Canada's largest technology employers, eliminated roughly 20% of its workforce, more than 4,000 people in a single restructuring. Atlassian, the Australian software company known for tools like Jira and Confluence, employs over 10,000 people globally. Despite strong revenue and global demand, Atlassian cut approximately 350 roles to reduce operating costs and increase efficiency. Different countries, different economies, same decision-making logic. And when people get laid off, most take it personally. They think, I gave this company years of my life. I helped build their flagship product. My manager knew me personally. I stayed late. I was reliable. So why did I still get laid off? That question feels emotional, but it reveals something deeper. Because companies don't operate on loyalty. They operate on incentives. Think of a large company like a massive conveyor belt. As long as you're helping items move forward efficiently, you stay on the belt. But the moment the machine finds a faster way to move those items, the belt doesn't slow down. It doesn't explain itself. It doesn't feel guilty. It just keeps moving. And if your role is no longer needed on that belt, you're not punished. You're simply no longer required. That's not personal. That's how machines behave. The CEO does not work for the employee. The CEO works for shareholders. Their compensation is tied directly to profitability, cost control, and growth. If profit improves, leadership is rewarded. If profit shrinks, leadership is replaced. So layoffs are not about effort. They are about which roles no longer maximize return on capital. That's why layoffs happen even when companies are profitable. That's why entire teams can disappear overnight. And that's why effort alone has never been job security. Position has always been job security. Now, this is where many people get confused. They think something unfair must be happening. And sometimes it is, but most of the time it's structural. The system doesn't need to dislike you. It doesn't need emotion. It doesn't need bias. It only needs efficiency. And efficiency has no feelings. This is also why two people can experience the same layoff very differently. When someone with savings loses a job, it's stressful. When someone without savings loses a job, it's catastrophic. Same event, different outcome. That difference is margin. Margin is the first thing most people need to create to get ahead. Margin is what turns chaos into inconvenience, and most people are operating without it. Imagine someone earning around $3,000 per month after tax. Every dollar goes to rent, food, transportation, subscriptions, and debt. There is no buffer. One missed paycheck creates panic. Now imagine that same person builds 3 months of expenses over time, not through luck, through consistency, reducing lifestyle creep, cutting recurring expenses, redirecting small amounts each month. Now losing a job doesn't mean collapse. It means time. Time to search, time to adapt, time to think clearly. That's margin. Margin is not wealth. Margin is breathing room. The second thing people need is a skill that travels, A lot of people need to be really honest with themselves with respect to how valuable they are in a work environment, precisely what truly marketable skills they have. Organizations don't pay you based on how valuable you think you are. They pay based on how replaceable your skills are. People label themselves as tech workers even when their roles are no longer core value drivers. Your job title does not equal your market value. Your market value is defined by scarcity and necessity of your skill set, not identity. If many people, or AI tools, can do what you do, your price drops, regardless of experience or loyalty. A traveling skill is one that isn't tied to a single company or location. Skills like data analysis, automation tools, cloud support, cybersecurity fundamentals, or operational systems move across industries. Companies pay for them because they save time or money. They scale, they move with you. You must always strive to improve your skill set. In the early 2000s, developers dominated because software was primitive. In the late 2000s to 2010s, user experience or UX and front end exploded due to mobile and Apple's influence. Designers had to learn prototyping, usability testing, and cross-functional skills to stay relevant. The cycle has always existed, and AI is simply the next shift. Tech has always rewarded adaptability, and this is the case with most fields. If your income depends on one employer, you are fragile. If your income depends on a marketable skill, you are resilient. The third shift is moving from renting life to owning pieces of it. Most people rent everything. They rent housing, they rent entertainment, they rent software, they rent income by trading time for wages. Ownership doesn't mean becoming rich. It means partial independence, owning investments, owning skills, owning income streams. Even small ownership reduces fear. Dependence is what makes layoffs terrifying. Ownership is what makes them survivable. Now here's where artificial intelligence changes the game even further. The economy is starting to resemble musical chairs. When the music was loud, there were plenty of seats. Companies hired aggressively, teams expanded, titles multiplied, artificial intelligence turned the music down. And when the music slows, chairs disappear, not because people became worse, because fewer seats are needed. In musical chairs, effort doesn't matter. Loyalty doesn't matter, only whether you're sitting when the music stops. That's why adaptability now matters more than tenure. Skill matters more than loyalty. Position matters more than effort. The system will not rescue you. Companies will not rescue you. The economy will not slow down for you. It will extract until your position changes. So intelligent responsibility means understanding the rules and adapting, not denying them, not raging against them, playing smarter inside them. That means not building your lifestyle around your income. That means assuming volatility is normal. That means preparing during stability instead of reacting during crisis. This doesn't mean the future is hopeless. It means adaptability is the new security. The system is not kind, but it is predictable, and predictable systems can be navigated. If this video made you think, hit like. If you want more breakdowns on money, systems, incentives, and real-life decision-making, subscribe to the channel and watch the next video because it connects directly to this one and walks through how to build real margins step by step.